Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Levy and this is Life by Levy. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different from my other videos. I'm going to be doing an empties video. So I have been saving my empties for all of 2025. Now, this is just stuff that I have used up by myself. So it doesn't include things like toothpaste, body wash, shampoo, things like that. It's just specifically things that I have used. I've categorized it into a couple categories. So let's go. This is a great way for me to see what I've used. So let's do it. So I'm going to start with bath stuff first. First off, I have this container that had, I think, 6 or 7 bath bombs in it. This was bought in January at Basin in Disney World. Loved these. They were fantastic. I highly recommend Basin's bath bombs. Next, I have another set of bath bombs that were used up. These ones I got from TJ Maxx. They were pumpkin scented. Very nice. Not as nice as the Basin ones, but still really good. I had some couple bath salts. So I had this set, which was from Basin. This just came in like a little mixed package that I had gotten for someone and then found out they didn't have a bathtub, so I just kept the bath salts. They were lovely. And then I also used up the last of this. This was bath sea salts in a custom scent that my wife made up. This was maybe only about halfway full at the beginning of the year, so it didn't take me long to use up. Last but not least, I have, well, technically I had 2, but I forgot to save the container, but this is some bar soap from Lush. This is the Keep It Fluffy Floating Soap. Absolutely lovely. Will purchase again, have purchased again. Like I said, there's 2. It's just I forgot to save the other container. Next up, we're going to move over to makeup. So we'll start with a nail polish. This wasn't used up so much as dried. This is an OPI polish in, no, sorry, this is China Glaze in the color Dorothy Who. It's a really pretty blue color, but unfortunately it got really thick and I just am too lazy to thin them out. So this is going. Next I have mascaras. So I have 3 of the Maybelline Colossal Cat Eyes. I've been using these since they came out. Absolutely love them. Clearly, I've been using them for years, so would recommend that. Then I have this I Heart Revolution Truly Peach Mascara. Packaging is really cute, but I didn't really care for the mascara. I used it for 3 months and that was it. I've got this Superhero. This is IT Cosmetics. I used up the last of this at the beginning of the year. So by end of January, it was in with the rest of my empties. And then the last is more of a declutter. This is the Besame Cosmetics Mascara Cream. This I've had in my collection for a while and it's starting to separate. So I unfortunately have to get rid of that. Next up, this is something I bought this year and used up. This is the Florette, I think it's pronounced. It's a Korean brand. It's a lovely cream eyeshadow. It made like a really good base. That's why it got used up. I also really liked it by itself. Would repurchase this in a heartbeat. I've got a nasty makeup sponge. This is a Juvia's Place liquid eyeliner. This is in a really pretty pink color, as you can see. This one got all dry and clumpy, so unfortunately this has to go. Next up is what I was using for my brows. This is the Undone. It has a pen on one side and on the other side it has like a little spoolie with gel. I pretty much never used the pen. There's the little tiny spoolie. I pretty much never used the pen, but I really, really liked the eyebrow gel. So tried repurchasing this and couldn't find it at Ulta. So unfortunately I had to switch to something else. Next up, I have a couple eyeliners here. So I'll just quick fire them. I've got a ColourPop BFF Cream Gel Liner in purple. I have a, what is this? Lord and Berry little pencil eyeliner in black. I have, this is my brow one. This is the 7 Days Perfect Tattoo eyeliner. I am more decluttering this one because it's a felt tip and I don't use those. And then I have a Urban Decay 24/7 that dried out on me. So this is getting decluttered. I have 2 liquid eyeliners. I have one which is the e.l.f. Liquid eyeliner. Hated this. Used it for like 2 weeks and decided to declutter it. So technically that's not empty, but I know I won't use it, so it'll just get dried up and gross. This other one is empty. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. Again, I've been using this one for years in conjunction with the Colossal Cat Eyes. Really like the way it turns out, so would repurchase, have repurchased. Will continue to use for as long as I can. And then the last eyeliner I have is the Cara Beauty Perfect. It's a stamp and a felt tip liner, and the stamp does a wing, which is really nice. This one just dried out, so I bought a different brand of the one where it stamps. So I love that. Next, I have a couple perfumes. These are all from the same brand. They're from Le Monde Gourmand. They're little, I'm not sure how many fluid ounces, 0.23 fluid ounces, so 7 mils. And I got them in a couple flavors. I have citron, yeah, I'm going to mispronounce this, Late de Coco, so coconut milk. I have a dragon fruit one, and I'm not sure what this is, Mille Baby, I don't know. I don't speak French, so unfortunately I know I butchered those, but I really love these. Repurchased 2 of these in the full size. Well, one was a gift, but repurchased 2 of these in the full size and look forward to using those up. So that was it for makeup and perfume. So next we're going to move on to hair stuff and just random assorted stuff. So for hair stuff, I have this Aussie Miracle Curls Detangling Milk. Love this stuff. I have curly hair, so this definitely helps. I have a SGX NYC. It's a Hair IQ. It's a leave-in treatment. Really loved this. I have another treatment that I'm working through, and then I will repurchase, maybe not this one, but another leave-in treatment. And then this one is expired. It's a Sunbum Scalp and Hair Mist. You put it in to help protect your hair and your scalp from sunburn. So this one just expired, so it has to go. And last but not least in this category, I have a thing of nail polish remover. So it's fine, it's nail polish remover. All right, so the next category is going to be more random stuff. This one mostly falls into body care. So I've got a little sample that got used up of lotion from a local seller. I couldn't tell you who it is, unfortunately, but it was really nice. If I see them again, I'm going to pick it up. I have 2 hand creams from Bath & Body Works. I have a couple others that I'm working through. These are the Aromatherapy Stress Relief and Frosted Coconut Snowball. Both were nice. I like their hand creams. I have 2 things of cotton rounds / cotton pads. 1 thing of hard wax that I use in my wax melter to wax, you know. I have 2 things of razors. One is the Gillette Venus disposables. These I like. And then I had one that I didn't like, which was the Billy razors. Don't like them, don't understand the hype. I have 3 deodorants. I have a Suave one, which was fine. And then I have the Secret pH Balance ones, which I do like. So those are done. I have 2 more lotions. I have a Bath & Body Works Snowy Peach Berry, which this is a lovely scent, and I do like their lotions. And then I have a Tony Moly Milk and Cookies, which is absolutely lovely. So So I had to readjust how I was sitting, but we're going to move on to the last category, which is skincare. So for this, I have a bunch of stuff. So I have a Mamond Rose Water Toner. Love this stuff. Would repurchase. I just have another toner that I'm using up. I have a container of The Ordinary Azelaic Acid. Love this stuff. Have already repurchased. Now, I don't do my skincare every day, unfortunately. Otherwise, I think I'd have more, but I'm still really happy with how much I did use. So I have a Tony Moly, the Chalk Shop Green Tea Lotion. This was a deluxe sample. Loved it. Loved this one even more. This is the Wonder Ceramide Mochi Water Cream from Tony Moly. Once my skincare gets down, I will be repurchasing this because I really liked it. One item from Tony Moly that I did not like and struggled to use up was this Pocket Bunny Moist Mist. I didn't really care for this. The other thing I don't like about the packaging is that it's not a perfect circle. So you have to get it just right. Otherwise it cracks the cap. But this did not care for. Would not repurchase. More Tony Moly. This is the Plumpkin Retinol Eye Cream. This is done. I'm going to save the container because it's a cute little pumpkin, and probably put some jewelry in there. But I would repurchase that. I just have another eye cream I'm working through. I do have a deluxe sample of it that I'm going to be using when I travel, but overall it's really nice. Two more Tony Molys. I have the Cat's Perfect Day Cream and the Cat's Perfect Night Cream. Loved both of these. I've used them up before. Love them both. Would repurchase, just working through other skincare. So I've got the I'm Rose Sleeping Mask from Tony Moly. Love this. And the Wonder Ceramide Mochi Toner. Loved this. Absolutely loved this. So I will be repurchasing this as well. So I think it's going to be hard for me to decide between this one and the Mamond, but one of them is going to get repurchased when I use up my other toner. I have, I think, one more Tony Moly, and this is the I'm Coffee Gel to Cream Smoothing Scrub Mask. I have a full size of this already. I wasn't sure at first if I liked this or not, but it's grown on me, so I will continue to use the full size and hopefully finish that next year. And then I have, this was a declutter. This is a Hey Honey Silk Facial Serum that I found in the bottom of my linen closet. So that's getting decluttered. So, I found one more Tony Moly. This is a Wonder Ceramide Collagen Mochi Eye Patches. So these were fine. I have other eye patches from Tony Moly that I like better, but they were fine. Keeping on the theme of eye patches, I have a Kebella moisturizing eye patch. Don't like these. Hate them. I have the Spotlight Banana Bright under eye masks. These I love. I have a ton more sitting in my drawer, so I will continue to use these and then switch over and finish off my Tony Moly ones that I also have. But these are great for travel because they're individually wrapped. I just threw the box in here when I was done instead of saving all the individual wrapped ones. I have a skincare sample. This is the Laneige Water Sleeping Mask. This was fine. I don't understand the hype. I would not purchase this. Just my personal opinion. And then last but not least, I have a whole bunch of these, which are cleansing facial wipes. These are at the bare minimum what I use for skincare. So just going through really quick, most, if not all of these, no, these all came from TJ Maxx. So I've got this one, the Betsy Johnson. I've got a coconut, and then a orange blossom one. I've got a micellar water one, which I really liked these. These ones were really nice. The strawberry cleansing wipes, they smell nice, which I know you shouldn't use fragrance on your face, but I'm going to do it anyway. Peach ones, and then aloe and tea tree ones. So yeah, that is my empties for the year. Again, this doesn't include things like body wash, shampoo, um, toothpaste, things like that, just because that's stuff that we share. So this is just the stuff that I've used up on my own. Um, so yeah, I think I'm going to save my empties again next year, but I think I'm going to do a monthly breakdown instead of a yearly, just because I think that would be a lot more fun, and it kind of would give me an idea of the time frame that it takes me to use this stuff up and about how many items I use up a year. But this is something that was really fun for me to see realistically how much I use. And it's kind of helped keep me from over consuming on things like skincare because don't really use as much as I think I do. Um, so that's something to consider moving forward as I make purchases. But yeah, what was your favorite item that you used up this year? Did you save your empties? Yeah, I guess I will talk to you guys later and see you in my next video. Bye.